isn't this working? Oh, I know what. Okay, so probably because I changed this. There we go. Just going to stream for a minute. I don't know why I forgot today was Thursday. I forgot I had that phone call earlier. Just did. Talk to my lady. Find out how broke I am. No, find out what's going on with my stuff. At least this year was better than last year. I should say this last year was better than the year before because now we're in 24. So. Whee! Got the little short train today. My idea was when I woke up to get to go around the route and then take the rest of the day off. And then I got all distracted and stuff. That's okay. Like a once a year thing, so actually it's like a twice a year thing, but pretty good about calling me if something comes up. Or like if the market's taking a dive and getting my input about things, so.
Well now.
Anyway. And I like chatting with her too. She's a very nice lady. What does that say? Oh, the catalogs thing. Yeah, I think that's cool. Whoever's doing the um doing that other carpentry business, I think that's cool that they went around leaving little piles of catalogs. That's pretty cool. Kind of little reminder for folks to, check the Discord and, look at the catalog links and stuff. That catalog's really neat too. I was looking at it the other day. Pretty cool. How it's set up and stuff. I liked it. I think I got to switch to hitbox. So we'll find out. Playing Return to Moria with my buddy, and I just told him like message me when he feels like working on our little world save that we got going. Because meantime I got this, and then I also been kind of checking out Medieval Dynasty off and on and all that stuff. So I have stuff to play. There's not a whole lot popping off on this server. Hopefully, when the 6th rolls around, we can start getting more active people coming in and taking up roles and stuff. Yeah. I think it's awesome. I got more people working for the railroad and stuff, and um, I'm hoping I get enough people where the train can pretty much always be running, you know, some kind of way. Maybe not 24/7, but you know, cover everybody's like playing hours or something, you know, where there's somebody's available to run the train, I should say. Not be the only conductor in the county. That's nice. I still think I'll probably be the only one up this early, most generally. So I should have already been done with this run around today, but like I said, I had a phone call I forgot all about. I might not even have woke up in the game if I'd have remembered that. I might have worked on something else while I was waiting on that, but you know, I have the CRS, I can't remember shit syndrome, so it is what it is. I don't have any ride requests going on right now, so we need to do Annisburg and Rhodes, my last two. Remember this road right here? One time one of them crazy locals was running. Somebody just yelled at me. Was running his horse and stuff up under my train.
Howdy.
Hello, need a ride?
Yeah, sorry about that. I tried to shoot my gun up in the air to get you to slow down.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't hear that over the train. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's why I just went ahead and jumped aboard. Figured I'd make it
Okay.
when we got to
Are
the station
are you by
or
yourself?
whenever. Yeah, just me.
Okay, where are we going?
What are my options? It's just the main line, right? This goes all the way, what's the farthest west I can go? Probably Valentine?
Yep. I'll be in Annisburg and then St. Denis, and then I can take you through to Valentine if you need.
That works for me.
Alrighty. Well, hang on.
Yeah,
Sorry about the rain, but I decided this train needed a workout today.
and I'm no stranger to getting wet.
I'm gonna leave that wet comment alone. If I was on Gertie, she'd probably have something smart to say, but. Oh, I miss playing Gertie. She was fun. I miss I miss writing stories for Gertie. I enjoyed that. And if you never read Gertie's stories, and you were given a copy of her book, or you bought her book at the port in Dark Side 6.0, you never read it. That's you missed out. So. I still gotta finish one of them, so that way it's done if I bring Gertie back. About the burning booger. Give me just a couple minutes here, so that way I don't have to come back to this, unless somebody needs a ride up here, but.
Yeah, no problem. For the ticket, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I owe you for the ticket?
Oh, I think they're like $1.50.
Oh, it's
Dollar
cheap.
50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be right back. Oh, well, thank you. You don't have to tip me that much. I can pay by the hour. Yeah, I tip really high too. But I don't tell people that I tip really high in character. You gotta find out that for yourself. They only will offer business, and if people take it, they get tipped really well. And if her money's not good enough for them, she's like, to hell with them. So, you got the time, I got the dime. Annisburg is out of the way. Now I can get this fella up to Valentine. I like that place right there too. I was looking at that when I was looking for a place for Noli to live, but it's kind of far from Saint Denis. So I'm glad I picked a place I did because it's kind of perfect for her. I wouldn't mind this interface being on the screen if you could change the size of it somehow or make it not take up so much of the screen. It's insanely large. Like, gators, gators everywhere. I really wish a modder would connect the lines on this, like east and west, somehow or another. That would really make my day. I don't even know if it can be done. It would be awesome though. Have a switch where you could run out, you know, past Blackwater, across that bridge and go run a route west and then come back and switch it out and come back to the east side. You just need to switch at both sides and one line rail between the two. Like I said, I don't know if it even can be done. Never tried to make anything for this. I don't know what all is involved, so. Dear, cutting it close there. Think you got 9 lives like a cat. You'd not be wrong. I about hit somebody on this bridge the other day. Coming the other way. Oh, but it kind of felt bad. Oh, no stop. I don't know, why not? I didn't actually stop for him. He jumped on my train. Oh, good lord. That's what happens when you think you can beat the train, people. Never works out for you. Dude's probably like, what in the hell? That was fucking great. I hope that wasn't a player. And if you got your wagon broke, I'm sorry, but you gotta stop back, way back further than that. It's like, common railroad safety tips here. I was coming through here this morning and there was a bunch of wild horses. You know, they always run around right here. And like two of them ran up into the train. And this is kind of an iffy spot too. People that have head pop issues, you know, is what Tobias was telling me. So it's like, I was kind of, oh, is it going to cause me? Because sometimes the horses, hitting the horses like that with the train causes even me to crash, which is very rare on my PC, because I got a pretty beefy PC. So, you know, if I crash, then something big time went wrong, you know, like with the script somewhere, like, because I've had it happen. And then it's just, you know, the train's just not, you can't pull another one out until the server resets. Because I don't think there's any way for anybody to like get in there and, you know, manually reset it while the server's running. So it's just one of them things, man. Well,
Phew, that wagon got smoked.
well, you know, common railroad safety tips is don't get that close to an intersection.
Yeah, look both ways before you cross the damn thing.
I mean, you know, so.
I think there was a person chasing us back there. I tried to shout. I wasn't sure if you heard me.
Yeah, no, it's okay. That intersection is a problem. People, you know, especially the locals, think they could just, you
Was
know.
that a local running after us on
I'm
the
not
train?
real sure, but you know, it's happened there before.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's a problem. A problem intersect. I'm not sure why. Um, if it's not happening there, then the locals in Annisburg are self-deleting on the train. So,
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
well, you know, I think there's something in the water. You see, know how nasty that water is. I think it makes them crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, you be safe, all right? I appreciate the ride.
Yep. If you need another ride somewhere, you can hit me at box 185 if I'm on duty, and there's a lot of other conductors we recently hired, so just listen for the whistle.
All right, excellent. Thanks again.
Yep. Have a good day. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you do the same as
Uh, okay, I'm blocking traffic again. Well, which way was I? Was going right. I got to go left. Left, left, right, left. Off we go. I swear. It happens a lot running the train like the NPCs sometimes. Like I said, I've told them that the ones that make me paranoid though really are the ones that are riding full gallop. Because if they hit the train, that's caused me to hard crash out of Red M. So something goes on there with the with the script when that happens. I'm not sure what, but it doesn't happen very often. But it does happen. Seems like if I'm sitting at a station and they do it, as long as I'm not on the train, actually sitting in the driver's seat, it doesn't cause an issue. Sometimes they'll vanish, like they, you know, pop out of existence, and then sometimes they like seem to go through the train, just ride straight through the train. So it's just probably one of them weird things with the code. I don't know. Cause like my PC, I didn't even have any issues when we had the snow and stuff. I thought they'd look really cool though. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it being all snowy and stuff. Even though it was foggy too much. I don't know if that's something they can. I don't know if they can adjust that kind of stuff or not. But it was way too foggy to like enjoy all the white snow. It seemed like it was foggy all day, every day sometimes. But um, it was. I didn't have any problems. The Christmas decorations didn't cause me any problems. None of that kind of stuff. So, matter of fact, when I was talking to my investment lady today, I was like, we were talking about the new PC and, like I was telling her, I only replaced my PC about every 5 years, 4 to 5 years, depends. And it depends on what the prices are like and how the economy's doing and, you know, um, and that's all just want to make sure that another 4 or 5 years from now, I'll have the money to be able to do that without causing me a lot of stress. God willing, I'm still around and kicking and driving people crazy in 4 or 5 years from now. you know. I'm surprised nobody's like set a camp up here, because that little spot right there is pretty well lit at night and it's kind of secluded and stuff. I mean, somebody might have, but that little mining camp thing back there. I don't do bounties, so I don't know if maybe that's a bounty spot or something. I don't know, but I know it's pretty well lit and it's really secluded back up in there. Be a good spot for a little campsite or something. I think the campsite system is really cool too, though, like that. there's a lot of. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints for the server pop. I think we're doing really good. And there's some things though, like when I was watching Cletus earlier, he was having trouble with finding sap, and none of the they buy it. Like the material traders will buy it, but they don't sell it. Maybe they could look at something like that. You know, there's not a lot of people that's run around being lumberjacks. You know, maybe they could. Maybe the material trader could sell it for what they buy it for or something. I don't know. I don't know how they could fix it. Don't listen to me about economy stuff because I don't like getting into that. Just some way maybe they can help people out that needs the certain ingredients that are not, that players aren't, accumulating in large amounts, like the sap or the honey. Maybe they could increase the drop rate, or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I just think it's, if people are struggling to get what they need to make what they need to forward the role play, it's detrimental to the role play. If you get my drift. Because like we were, kind of talking about upgrading the railroad system for the county, everybody pitching in, and my thing about it is, I would more than happy do that. So like, if we have a choice between a script that adds a bunch of fiddly stuff to do while you're running the train, that's all well and good. However, I would rather have a script that adds like a safety deposit box on the trains, or some reason for people to want to rob the train, you know, that kind of thing, over um, giving me stuff to fiddle with while I'm running the train. You know what I mean? I would rather have a script that adds to the role play rather than, and there might be one out there that does both. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it's a choice between the two, I would much rather add something to the role play potential than my potential to make money or whatever. I don't care about that. Making sure the NRA people ain't been up here painting graffiti all over the building again. I wonder what happened to them, or who was ever playing them. Thank you. Boy to follow. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, dee, da, dee. Oh, look, more catalogs. There. Okay. I don't know what that's about. How are you doing? I'm just probably streaming till the we call it server reset, and then I'll go ahead and take me a break probably for a couple hours. Pretty good. Had somebody jump on the train I was going pretty fast. I mean, I was still wasn't at full speed, but I'm glad he didn't get killed. I gave him a ride, so that's all good. Although if he'd been injured, at least it would have been some medical RP for one of the doctors. If one of them is awake right now, so it would have been good either way, I guess. You know. So glad that I got more people working the train now, and so I'm sure we'll overlap some with our hours and stuff. But like I told them, that's fine because somebody can run the train and somebody else can, you know, walk back and forth, and when we got a passenger, keep an eye on things. And I mean, it'll work. It'll work out. It'll work itself out. It's not rocket science here. So. I'm happy for my character too because like Noli really likes to go canoeing. And she's like, there's a bunch of spots where she wants to take like little canoe trips and this and that. So, you know, and get to know, people in the county better, and I have little adventures and stuff, and so, it'll be great. Was I already going right? I can't remember. I guess we'll be backing up if I wasn't. Because I wasn't, but not paying attention. Nope. All good. I don't feel like going around north right now. If somebody needed a ride up there, I'd go get them. Go back around to Valentine. I don't know how. I can't check to see what time it is as I get back to Valentine, but. I heard something. Probably a local. I seen your question in the Discord about the pet train. I'm kind of curious about that too because my I'd like to get my Eagle train. I don't know if they can do that. I don't know much about that, but it'd be something for Noli to do to try to find a pet trainer. you know. Pull this up just enough to not block traffic. out up here for a minute, actually. Yeah, there for a minute. 30 minutes. I thought that was Cleater for a minute. Little bald head shining. Alright, Tobias, if you see this, gotta try not to die on the train today, so we can at least change that to a 1. Oh man. Man, like before last I didn't sleep very good, and last night I went to bed early and just tried to sleep as much as possible. As much as my cat lets me anyway. My cat is so horribly spoiled rotten. Like, he would literally wake me up in the middle of the night and meow at me until I scoot over and give him his spot back on the bed. Like, I'm like, really? I know one of my favorite songs is called Well, Well, Well. It's a soul gospel song. So, what is going on behind me? Here, tap, 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 tap. My daughter may be on a cleaning spree, so if you hear noise, just ignore it. She's like a little rabid squirrel sometimes running around the house. She gets like 20 cleaning projects going, and then all you hear is her running around trying to get them all done. But my day is going great so far. How's your day going? I think I'm fixing to run in there and get me a cup of coffee. Going slow. You need caffeine? Uh-oh. Noli's hungry. And she's gonna be thirsty in a minute, so we'll just... Oh. Okay. Probably need to check my horse and see what I've got. I should have some more stuff on my horse. Really? You're just gonna hang on to that bottle, huh? There you go. Well, I mean, you're lucky there. My cat usually has to be on the desk right in the middle of my business. Either that or he's like right now he's flopped in the middle of my bed like he owns it, which he probably does to be honest. Like he leaves me presents, you know, plastic straws and things in my bed. Right? Well, June. I have two Siamese, and their names are Jit and June, and they're named after some Asian exchange students I met a long time ago. I was probably like 14 or 15, and they were brothers, and they were hilarious, and they had like a lot of good energy around them, and I just really liked them, and I was like trying to think of names for the boys when they were born, and I was like, I was thinking about them, and I was like, that'd be a good name. Now their names actually weren't Jit and June. It was like that's just like the short version of their name. You know what I mean? Like that all us Americans, kind of picked up. We could actually remember that how to say that, kind of thing. They were awesome, awesome kids. So yeah. Anyway, Jit, he pretty much lats on my daughter, and they're like two peas in a pod. And then June, you know, he's, he's never leaves my side basically. If I get up and go in the other room, he'll wake up and follow me. I guarantee it. So he's a mess. They get into trouble together though. I crochet. I've been crocheting. I don't know since I was like uh 10, 9 or 10, and I woke up one morning. They didn't know that I was awake, and I was like peeping at them, and June was on the floor. I had my yarn in like containers, with lids and stuff, but I have some that's in old milk crates that I've had for like I don't know 30 years, and the little turds, Jed had climbed up on my shelf, and he would like hook one of my yarn skeins or one of the balls out of the crate and throw it on the floor, right? And then June would pick it up and run it into the living room, like run it out of my room into the living room. And when I was like, watched them do it a couple times, I was like, these little turds. And I got up and looked, and they had like 20 balls of yarn all over the living room already. Like, you little shits. Being there, like, they was like, I'm serious, they was working together to get the yarn in there so they could have a yarn party. I was like, you little turds. They are something. In the summer, it's cute because in the summer, we'll open the front room, like the windows, to kind of let the house, let the breeze come through. And they'll get in the front room window, and it's right where our mailbox is, and they'll be right in that window, both of them looking at the mailman. The mailman will talk to him when he drops the mail off, like they're old friends catching up. It's hilarious. Like, that's like their favorite spot in the afternoon when the mail's running. Get up in that window. Talk, and Siamese are chatty anyway, so. I have had turtles and rats. I've never had a snake myself. Like one of my friends raised pythons for like pet stores and stuff. She had an albino named Snowball for years and years. Um, and then I've got friends that had tarantula pets, and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Like you can, I don't care what kind of pet you got, but if you got a spider pet, I don't want to see it, and I definitely don't want to hold it. Okay, like yeah, you do you. But like snakes don't never really never bother me. Lizards ain't never really bother me. Um, yeah, hang on. Um, I had another friend that had like a huge boa constrictor. Um, when I was young, like in my 20s, named Pete. Pete the snake. And like I said, snakes they don't really bother me. I used to drive my mother nuts because I'd go out in the garden and catch garter snakes all the time and bring them in the house. Look what I got! She'd like scream, "Get that back outside!" Like, don't be bringing snakes up in this house. Like, my dad would just be like, "Stop bringing them in the house. Your mother freaks out." He'd just be laughing like hilarious. My poor mom. I was a brat, a very bratty kid. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, it's probably a constrictor then. You know. Well, I don't know enough about them, so I couldn't tell you. So I ain't never been bothered by snakes a whole lot. I've had a couple close calls with like timber rattlers and stuff. Best, and in this area, copperheads, big problem. You know, when you're copperheads, water moccasins. We know when you're fishing and stuff, you always got to watch out for them. But never really had an issue. I had a couple close calls, like I said, was timber rattler, but out hunting. But the only time I ever been stung by stuff, I got stung by many, many wasps and hornets and bumblebees and stuff over the years. And I got nailed by a scorpion one time out at my dad's place. And let me tell you, uh, I quit wearing sandals out in my dad's yard. I don't know if you ever been stung by a scorpion, but yeah, once is all it takes. And I quit wearing sandals back there where I got nailed. So I decided sandals were for the beach. Thank you. And that's it. Sandals and flip flops were for going to the beach, going swimming at the lake or whatever, but they were not for running around in, you know, the back 40 or running around the garden and stuff. Nope. I'm just kind of hanging out, seeing if somebody need a train ride before the server goes down or something. But somebody's sending telegrams. Jump scare 'em. No, Lee's not mean like that. Well, she could get ornery probably, but she's not like, Granny totally would though. My character in my last character in Darkside probably would too, 'cause Gertie was pretty ornery. Nope, that's my bell to move to another station. Ding ding ding! Back to work. Normally I would have just sat here for a couple minutes, but like I said, I'm probably just gonna take a break after um take a break after when the server reset. Get my break out of the way today. Do something. Depends on if somebody gets on the runs the train when I come back later this afternoon. So I might run the train. And again, I might just take the day off. I don't know. I don't know who's in there, so maybe they'll hear the whistle. They want to ride. I was going right. Yeah, right at work. I'll swing around through Emerald. Probably help if I start the engine again. Shut it down so it wouldn't sit and burn fuel. I know there's a pretty wide range I can move away from the train before it despawns. Um, like Valentine, I can go into Valentine and it's okay, but if I go past, like where the stable's at in Valentine and that creek behind it is somewhere between. Oh, now I get a telegram. Turkey. But somewhere between where that little, like where that house is that you got to go past to get to the creek. It'll cause the train to despawn. And most of the time I can respawn it, like if I get back to a station. But sometimes it bugs it out until the next server reset. I don't know why. Like I've tried running away from the train on purpose a couple times, and then trying to pull one out at another station, and it says you already have a train out, kind of thing. So it like kind of bugs it out a little bit. Because I think that they were gonna abduct me the other day, and I was like, "You're gonna make my train break down." Like, I didn't know how to tell them otherwise. But like, if you want to abduct Noli, if you're watching this, then you have to make her get on the train and put the train up, okay? So it doesn't bug it, because it's not. I don't care if it bugs it out for me. I just don't want to bug it out for other people that maybe want to run the train. If you get my drift, like, because it would bug it out for everybody. I think is how it would work. Like, it would say there was a train out, and then they wouldn't be able to pull their train out, and run the train. So, I mean, I'm not 100% sure because we ain't scienced that out yet, but I'm pretty sure it would bug it out for them too. Like, if the train gets bugged out for me, and Noli just goes and finds something else to do, so it's not. It wouldn't aggravate me that much. I just didn't want it to break the train for everybody else, kind of thing. Like. Cause like, she's been abducted before, so and that didn't make me mad at all. So it was like, it wasn't me not wanting to RP. It was that I just didn't want to break the train for the other people. Yeah. Oh, and guess who? Speak of the devil. Learn how to type, Granny. Hello, how are you today? But Mr. Dying Style, I've role played with him a lot. Mostly Atlas, but oh, I know. Because I met you in Shipwreck last year. Yeah. Have they? Do you know if they're working on a date? You know, like a start date or anything for that? Because I haven't like looked at the Discord directly, and I haven't like um, I haven't been pinged from them. I don't think in a while. Because I would be interested in maybe doing that. Yeah, yeah, I'd heard January too. I would be interested in that, but I don't want to run a company. Like, I don't want to build, and I don't want to run a company. Um, I don't want to be in the Navy either. But pirates or like a civvy group or something. You know, I don't mind going out and helping like resource gather. I wouldn't mind being a crafter for a company or something like that. And if it was a pirate group, I would do my best to be helpful during their active hours, you know, as much as I could. So, but I want to bring Gertie from 6.0. I want to bring Gertie into shipwreck because I'm not doing dark side no more. So I have many reasons for that, and I'm not going to talk about them here. So, um, you know, if so if they get rolling, Gertie's a lot of fun for me to play. She's kind of silly and she gets into messes and kind of things. So, yeah, I mean, I would consider privateer for shipwreck too. To be honest, like I would consider that. Um, but like I said, I don't want to build. Maybe build her own house or something. I don't even care about that. Like I'm over it. I'm over it. Playing on between Dark Side and Infinity, I've built just about everything there is to build, every size building, different building styles, different this, different that, and it's limited. It's so limited. You know what I mean? And it's what did it say? Oh, okay. I was like, what? Uh, I'm not gonna say what my brain thought that said, but we'll just keep going on. Carry on. No, they carry on. Um. So yeah, um, I'm just not. I'm over it. Like, But I know enough about resource, where to get this, where to get that, and all that. I could probably help with that. I'm a fair shot with the cannon. I'm not perfect, but I'm fair. Um, Pretty good shot with the rifle in that game. Um, that kind of thing. So, and I don't do drama. Like, I'm a fairly blunt person. If you want to know how I feel, you just ask me, because you usually find out right then and there. So, I try not to hurt people's feelings though. Sometimes I know I'm too mad to talk about it, so I might, but usually when I've calmed down, I'll come back to people and approach them. Like if they really make me mad, but it takes something to get me irritated to that point, and then I'm like, I need to talk to him, but I got to think about what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, so I don't come across like, a uh, total dingus about things. But oh, I don't get silent. I get really mouthy. So like I said, the way my characters handle things when they're upset is completely different sometimes than the way Granny would do it. Because Granny was like I was ornery growing up. I'm gonna say, but I didn't put up with no I didn't put up with no mess. Like, but anyway, yeah, if you want to run the train, because I'm gonna take a break um, for a few hours. I got um, talked to my son about stuff. I was talking to my investment lady today. We had our yearly uh, powwow, and so I got to talk to my son about some stuff, and uh, and then I don't know, but yeah, I'll probably be gone for 2 or 3 hours anyway. I usually set my alarm for like 3 p.m. at most to remind me, or wake me up, because I usually do what I got to do, and then I'll put my feet up because as a CHF that I got to deal with. If I don't, my legs turn into like Goodyear blimps. So, but I usually end up dozing off when I'm doing that. Like even if I'm watching something interesting, it's like my body's just like, okay, it's nap time. Snooze, snooze, snooze. So I always set me an alarm though for like 3 o'clock to wake my butt back up. And then if stuff's going on the server, I'll definitely, if I look and see that, oh hey, there's a bunch of people, definitely be getting back on. But I don't know today if I'm going to get back on the train. Like I might just take the rest of the day off, So um, just depends on what's going on, and how my day goes, that kind of thing. Let me get logged out here. It's my crazy little background. Anyway, is anybody else streaming yet? Could kick it over to them. I haven't looked. I have not looked. Nope, doesn't look like they are. Well, I love you guys. I hope we can have some fun later. You know, some some kind of adventures. Anyway, I'm gonna take my break, but I love y'all, and I will see you in the county later, hopefully. So, have a good day, no matter what. All right, peace.